Wes from Atlanta in America. Wes, can you hear me, mate? And how are you feeling after that game?
Yes, I can hear. I can hear you, Barnaby. Yeah, feeling. You know, one. I do like that we fought. I think this comes down to unluckiness, and then another situation where the referee, or the rules of the game is unclear, because to me that was clearly a handball. We would at least got a draw out of that game. Maybe we would have scored a goal in the second half. If our the players who came in did the same thing they did, playing on the front foot like we did. But that handball that really pissed me off, like, because in other situations, like say that was in the box or something like that, they probably would have gave a penalty in most cases, like that. So it was so blatant. It hit directly at his hand. Next, he touches the ball. He has possession of the ball. After that, he did one pass, and then boom, it's a goal. To me, that's just too. It's messing too much with how the flow within the game goes, for that to not have to not have been ruled as a handball, because it just affected the gameplay too much. I think when it affects the gameplay directly like that, like, it'd be different if he just kept it, like the team just kept possession, but they ended up not getting nothing out of that. I think then they would have just let it go. But for it to just lead so quickly to a goal, you have to look at that a little bit harder. And I'm sure there's going to be games you're going to look in the future games. I'm sure it could happen probably this weekend or the next weekend, and something similar is going to happen. And I bet they're going to give that as a handball. I bet they'll give that as a handball. The FA has to do better with the rules of the game. If we're going to go off these rules, we're so set on these rules. Oh my God, these rules. And you just let a blatant handball. Like, his arm was too spread out. They said it was close to his body. No, close to his body is when his hand is like too, like, connected to his body.
Wes, sorry to interrupt, mate, but the thing for me was he then gave a handball for exactly the same against Dan Burn, and then didn't book him for the handball for stopping the break-in play for Spurs when he'd already been booked, and it should have been a sending off. That's where to me it's totally embarrassing.
And then thing is that he should have probably been out the game, probably the beginning of the game, when he was like out here hitting everybody in the face and everything in the beginning of the game. I think it was number 7, right? It was the same player, right? Who was the one getting in early trouble with us.
Joe Linton. Joe Linton did foul a lot.
Yeah, I'm like, he should have already had a yellow already from the get go.
But it wasn't him. It wasn't him with the handball that stopped the Spurs transition. That was, I think, Dan Burn.
Okay.
But listen, Wes, you've just dropped off. Are you still there, mate?
Okay, nah, I said I'm back.
Wes, your camera's just dropped off. Yeah, we can hear you, but I can't see you. Wes, tell me where you're at. There you are. You're back. Tell me where you're at with Ange Postecoglou after that defeat.
I'm still with him. Like, what he had to put a right back, who was already out of position playing left back, and then he had to put him at center back. Like, I don't, no, he's in the corner. Like, there's no. If we bring in whatever manager, I don't care if he's seen as the greatest manager right now, in football, he's not going to do nothing with this team, whoever it is. Like, they can't get nobody to come in right now and to pull results out with the team. I don't care if they go back to if the next manager comes back with like a defensive style of play and we play more counter attack. We're still going to lose. We're still going to have the same problems. We're still not going to have the quality we need to beat the teams we need to beat. You might as well go with Ange and get the team back, get the team back healthy, and see where we can go from there. And plus, we're just in the beginning of this rebuild. They said in the press conference, like the higher up, saying, "Oh, we're in a rebuild. We have to." Then commit to the rebuild. Because I'm not going for this whole merry-go-round and all the people saying Ange out. Like, bro, you can't. That's what a rebuild is. Like, we're going to go through these kind of lows. Right now, we're going through because of the injury crisis. I don't think we'll be as bad right now. He finished 5th last year, under the circumstances. So you can only know, like, this is because of injuries. I think we would be in a similar position, probably like 7th, 8th right now, if we didn't have these injuries. We wouldn't be in such a poor position if it wasn't for these injuries. You can't blame it on the manager. And some of this just comes off of refereeing. Some of this come off of just individual mistakes, like the goalkeeper, with Foster making a crazy 2-goal, losing 2 goals. Like, come on, he can't do anything about that. So, and then the sickness, the bug that happened early this week at the Hotspur Way. Like, you can't make this up.
I agree.
This man has everything on the back of him, man. And we're out here, and you got fans saying, "Oh, Ange out." Dude plays good football, but he has a actual direction of what he wants this team to play. And we see it even with the academy players that are out there, just 18, 19-year-olds who are out there playing. You see that it's working. They're getting in their head. They're starting to understand how he wants to play the football, this style of football. Yeah. You gotta just let him. No, I'm not into that.
Okay, Wes, that was brilliantly put. I completely agree. And listen, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Let's talk again after one of the future games, Wes. Try and enjoy the rest of your weekend, mate.
Yep. All right, I'll see you. Come on, you Spurs.
Thanks, mate.